I love Sailor Moon. It was my first anime, and I want to share with you a recent raging controversy that has overtaken the Sailor Moon fandom. The question is, how pink should Sailor Moon be? You see, Sailor Moon was produced during the analog era of broadcast anime. In this period, anime was produced by taking photographs of drawings onto a film reel. Then, to broadcast the anime, the film was then played back into a telescene, basically a film to TV converter. Later on, this film was used for the creation of VHSs, later DVDs and Blu-rays, and probably streaming as well. The thing is, Sailor Moon's production company, Toei, wasn't a responsible custodian of this film. They didn't store it safely, and the film decayed somewhat. Over time, a pink tint formed on that film. Later releases of Sailor Moon made from this decayed tape have been given effectively a pink colour grade. Sailor Moon was not the only anime to suffer like this. Dragon Ball also has some colour weirdness due to film decay. Nippon-san, who, among other things, is highly skilled in film preservation, published to Twitter before and afters of Sailor Moon with the pink tint removed. To his and quite a few other people's surprises, a lot of people preferred the pink tinted version. The degradation of the film had given it a warm colour grade, which was coincidentally well aligned with the core aesthetics of the show. Sailor Moon has always been a cutesy show, and the colour grade that is tinted slightly towards pink actually kind of suits it. This irritated many of those who wanted the video to be restored to the version that had been originally broadcast. The views expressed by this group were broadly the following. By expressing support for the pink tinted version, it retroactively justified Toei Animation's irresponsible storage of the original film stock. That the pink tinted version was counter to the original artistic intent of the creators of Sailor Moon. The white balance of Sailor Moon should be white. That preservation is important. The historical record deserves a copy of the anime that reflects what is broadcast. What was not stated, but I think might have also motivated some of the feeling, was the following. Colour grading is a difficult and time-consuming job. To go through all that effort only for people to throw it back into your face and say, I liked it, before you did all the work to fix it, cannot feel good. Fan works like Nippon-san's colour grade are done out of passion and love, and it can be devastating when that effort is not appreciated. And to all that, the people who like the pink tint have said, but I like this one. Let's examine those basic points one by one. Retroactive justification. This is the concept that by supporting the pink tinted version, it makes Toei Animation's irresponsible storage legitimate. However, retroactive justification isn't a thing. If you're an evil mastermind who tries to poison the water supply,
I've poisoned the water supply!
Actually, because you poisoned the water supply, we discovered that the city's pipe infrastructure is really severely outdated.
It doesn't matter if this resulted in good things. You still attempted to kill a lot of people. Artistic intent. The pink tone is not in line with the original artistic intent. There is an idea among some people that the original artistic intent is sacrosanct, a view that comes from a system of artistic criticism called auteur theory. Auteur theory is often contrasted against postmodernism. A broad oversimplification of postmodernism is that it looks at artworks as being an interaction between the audience, other artworks, and the broader environment. The author is no longer the only person who has say in what the art means or should be. But why am I bringing up such a highfalutin literary theory for Sailor Moon? Because Kunihiko Ikehara is a postmodernist and was the series director for the second season and the episode director for many of the first season episodes. He often says complete nonsense in interviews about his projects because he thinks having different interpretations of a work improves that artwork. Once something has left his creative control, artistic intent matters little to Ikehara. But Ikehara isn't the only person who worked on Sailor Moon. We have tweets from other people who have worked on Sailor Moon, though. They pointed out that when drawing Sailor Moon, they did it with an expectation it would be broadcast on an analog signal to a CRT television set. Why does this matter? Well, CRT TVs are all a little bit blurry, and animation drawn with the intent to look good on CRTs can look bad when shown on modern LEDs or LCD screens. Moreover, Sailor Moon was broadcast using the NTSC-J standard. Because of the limitations of this standard, the luminance and hues of an image can vary wildly between screens. So, a modern release of Sailor Moon is never going to be perfectly in line with how it was originally released. At this point, it becomes more a matter of deciding what deviations from the original are acceptable and which you don't wish to accept. Oh, and a fun fact I discovered while researching this. You know the anime effect where the car taillights leave red streaks as it moves quickly? That was a thing that Japanese colour TVs used to do. The light from the red phosphors decayed slower than the other phosphors, so a fast-moving bright red object on a dark background would leave cool streaks. Preservation. Now we come to the issue of preservation, restoration, a question that is one of hot debate, not just within the Sailor Moon community, but within the broader artistic community. The changes and artwork gains over time become a part of that artwork's history. Consider Venus de Milo. Her missing arms have now become an iconic part of that artwork. And, like most ancient Greek sculpture of that era, she would have most likely been painted. The only reason she is white now is that if time has removed that colour, it would be a denial of that long, long history and a crime if someone was to undo that damage. Since the Pink Moon has been released, about a decade has passed. A 10-year-old child who grew up watching the Pink Sailor Moon is now an adult of about 20 years. So, for them, the pink version would be nostalgic. This is now a part of that adult's personal history and a part of Sailor Moon's history as well. Both the pink tinted and the neutrally graded versions should exist as a part of Sailor Moon's history, and of course the original film should be stored in a way that prevents ongoing decay. I think there have been some good outcomes of this debate though. I think some people have been more exposed to the idea that colour grading for aesthetic and creative expressions. I'm sure that some people are now thinking about where they can use colour grading deliberately to get an effect they want. And personally, participating in this debate helped consume 4 hours I spent in an airport waiting for my flight. No matter what you think about this issue, we all have to agree that having a debate about a nostalgic property through literal rose-tinted glasses is peak irony. Thank you everybody for watching. And if you wish, please watch some of my other videos linked here.